Welcome to the Storyteller's Tavern, where stories are served like ale and the sea is open for you at every table. Let's get back to the story, shall we, my friends? Last time on Hotel Hell.
You guys are a crew of a TV show called the Canadian Hotel Glow Up with Scott Glenn.
Oh, I got a letter from some great uncle twice removed.
You guys start to head your way towards the hotel entrance.
We can start heading that way, maybe walk through the kitchen.
As long as we don't find like a dead body or something.
I don't know if this is something to point out, but there's blood over here.
Oh, that's blood?
And it's red, so it seems a little fresh.
Can Julian go to like the side of cover the sheet, grab it, like pull it off the table?
Cloud of dust comes out as you do so, and the smell becomes much more intense. Are you pulling completely off the table?
Just tuck
or?
it up, just put it a little off. Not like dramatically, he just kind of grabs it and like lazily walks backward and pulls it off.
Yeah.
You do so, and it kind of like the cloud of dust comes out as you do so,
Ooh.
and the smell becomes much more vivid, much more intense in the area now. On top of the table, there's nothing. Underneath the table, though, there is what seems to be a fresh carcass of a raccoon.
Oh.
A raccoon who,
Yeah.
unfortunately, depending on the angle, which is exactly the angle that Harper is in, has full display of the wound on its stomach that spills out the guts.
Oh, this is lovely.
Oh, I don't think we
Yeah.
can show this.
Unfortunately,
Worse things have been shown on TV,
Yeah,
but
but we're a reality show. It's
is-
gonna affect our age rating.
Should we call somebody to clean it up?
yeah, I'll let Maras know that there's a raccoon in here. Sorry you guys have to see this, but it's nature, you know.
I mean, I did study to be a nurse, so this isn't that gross.
we will definitely let Ramirez know, and don't worry, this whole place is going to be cleaned. There's a lot of floorboarding we'll probably have to replace or clean because a lot of this is old, but yeah, I'll let Ramirez know, and yeah, and he'll take the dining room sheet and he'll just kind of like toss it over the body of the wreck.
Sure. It's a huge sheet because it's a very big table.
Yeah, he
so
kind of just like scrunches it up and just like throws it on the corpse.
Well, let's keep going into the kitchen.
through the door to the kitchen, you guys see the place with hardwood floors, and the place is drastically full of cobwebs. A large dark iron wooden stove is the predominant feature of this locale, of this room, but it's full of cobwebs and dust. There is also a preparation table in the middle of the kitchen. This table, though, is covered by another dust sheet that is also stained with like age and humidity as well. There is maybe a few chairs by the look of how the dust sheet shapes itself. There are implements on the counter, such as like a block of wood with kitchen knives on it, or at least handles of the kitchen knives. Some of it missing, some of it there still. There is a chimney opening for the large wooden stove on top as well, and that is predominantly what you see. There is also an opening for what seems to be a water closet and two other doors that you need to investigate further. There is a murky smell that permeates. It's still kind of foul, especially because of the other room, of the previous room, but nothing too intense. The smell of a place that has been closed off for way too long.
Can I do a spot hidden in this room?
What are you trying to discern?
I don't know, anything weird, anything out of place.
Sure, go right ahead.
Just because of the raccoon that was there, I'm just like,
Oh, gosh.
that's just a fail. I'm not using my luck points on something like this, so...
Fair point.
You don't know what else to expect in this place, so nothing seems to pop out to you, at least.
Is there like a walk-in fridge or storage area? Like usually restaurants have?
There is a fridge.
Is it a walk-in?
No. According to the map, you do have what seems to be a ladder. There's also a storage space.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any more dead raccoons in here.
Well, larder, I guess I'll look through. Hopefully there's no, like, leftover food.
Hopefully.
Well, thankfully we haven't found any.
Or,
But-
we're working in a kitchen. I've kind of dealt with, like, really old food that's been there for, like, a couple years.
You guys head towards the ladder, and as you open it, it's completely dusty, and some of the shelves are covered in cobwebs in a way that you would not be able to put your hand in without touching them. It seems to have been emptied really well.
No rotten here.
That's good. I'm very glad. Well, we've checked out this, I guess, bedrooms, and then work our way to the lounge.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
check out the bedrooms.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure how confident I am checking out the second floor. I mean, Ramirez said that it was safe, but
I mean, we could not check out upstairs today.
yeah.
Yeah, we can save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, might want to leave that for tomorrow.
Getting some good footage out of all this, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, bedrooms it is.
Alright.
You guys make your way back to the foul-smelling dining room, but now you head towards the door that, according to the map, goes into the 3 rooms in the back. And yes, you do see the 3 doors. Which one do you try going for first?
Wait, I'm gonna check the door quickly. This is a hotel, right? So there should probably be specific room keys. So I'm just gonna, like, remember that in my head and then go up to the room 3 and just be like, would this even be open?
You go test the knob of the room number 3, and you do find that open.
Oh, wow. This place is really bad security.
Well, I mean, nobody's been here for
I guess.
almost 40 years.
The locks might have decayed or something.
Mm-hmm.
We will have to put on modern locks on all of these.
Definitely gonna need, like, we have a locksmith. We bring one.
That we can get one.
Oh, definitely.
We'll definitely have to install a security system and everything like that. This place is old. But obviously we're gonna have to keep the, rustic feeling of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it should have really bad locks.
Agreed.
We'll make sure that it's got good locks.
Yeah, I don't want people kind of, like, going into
Write that down,
rooms.
write that down. Good luck. When you good luck, write that down.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got it up here.
Is that where you keep, like, all the good ideas in the
Yeah,
brain?
definitely. The best ideas. I thought it was a brilliant idea when Simon's my best friend, when he and I bought a yacht together. It was a brilliant idea.
Speechless, I know.
You're very rich.
Well, it is only half mine. So,
I have a bike.
I bet it's a lovely bike.
It is a lovely bike.
Better
It's got
for
a
the
basket.
environment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go check out the bedrooms.
Harper awkwardly opens the door to escape from the conversation. As you guys see the inside, it is a place that is just as dusty. Unfortunately, has suffered from the weather, as the broken window, it seems to have been broken for a while now. There's this weird, like, campy to fishing decorations on the walls, and they all have been affected with age, especially due to the exposure to the environment. There is a dust sheet covering the bed. It's a double bed. There is a small drawer area, like a cupboard, I guess, and a wooden stove on the other side.
How, is there evidence that the elements have, impacted the flooring?
Yep.
Okay.
Especially close to the window itself.
So we'll probably have to rip up everything kind of on the ground here.
Yeah. I
Looks
wouldn't
pretty bad.
worry too much about the logistics of it. I mean, Ramirez has everything under lockdown on needs to be
That's
done
good.
and stuff like that. I mean, this walkthrough is mostly just to get your first impressions of the place.
It's very homely, and I could definitely
Yeah.
see it being, nice. And I'm glad that they put the dust things on the furniture,
Yeah.
kind of protecting it.
We'll have to, I mean, depending on how bad that dining room table is, we could have it restored. We could even have it incorporated into a new table. That way you can say that it was that history,
Yeah, I mean, as long as, it's cleaned up.
Oh, yeah,
Blood
definitely.
and guts and all of that. I mean, I'm kind of curious to look around here a bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a spot hidden.
Sure. What are you trying to discern?
Anything of interest, anything weird out of place. Or in place, some quirky things in this room. Yep, I think that's just a hard. Oh, that's actually more. But that's a hard success.
You do notice that there is a key with a number 3 on the knob.
Oh, on the inside.
Yep. As in, somebody probably found it and used it.
Oh, I found the key.
I have another question. Is the glass from the window on the inside or is it on the outside? Like, can we see the glass?
I'm gonna say with this spot hidden roll that Harper did, she points it out that it's on the inside.
Could be falling tree. Could just be wind.
Yeah.
Could be just people vandalizing the place as well.
This place has been through hell.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any graffiti, but
Yeah.
then again, not many people probably want to come out here.
True.
No, it's very secluded, so yeah. Well, next room.
Yeah.
You guys make it to the next room, and is also found unlocked. The key is on the inside.
I will take that.
It's a spitting image of the other one, except for the not broken window and the different decoration. Still following the same fishing to wood. Aesthetic is the same. The theme is the same. It's just the specific arts are different.
Well, this place is a little tacky for the times.
But we could even keep the same aesthetic when we modernize it if you wanted to.
Kinda. I mean, like a little bit of tackiness might be good. I think rustic, but not like old.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if like elderly people can really trip here. So we're a younger crowd.
Yeah, not much accessibility in places like this.
No, and I don't
Unfortunately,
want like people coming out here and breaking their legs or falling in the water and drowning or something like that.
Yeah, the distance from, hospitals.
Yeah.
All that would be not
Very
ideal.
far. Well, I'm good with this. We can go to the next room.
I agree.
Likewise, it is another spitting image of the two other rooms that you did. This one unfortunately has 2 single beds instead. Key on the inside.
I'll take that. Can I do a spot hidden in here as well?
Sure. What are you trying to discern?
Again, anything quirky.
Anything quirky.
Did someone leave underwear from a weird escapade? Then a 90. Oh boy. Nope. Absolutely not. That's a 98.
You try to look around, but you don't see anything of interest, so it's more of a superficial look more than anything.
I'm glad this place isn't filled with junk. Some of the abandoned places we go to are filled with junk. It takes forever to clean it, but
Why would there be so much junk?
because people use it as like a dumping place, right?
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
old places, especially in the city, when it's abandoned, people will just dump garbage in there, and then when we go
That's
to clean
fun.
the place up,
Very fun.
we gotta take all the garbage
I had
out.
to get a lot of landfill B-roll for that episode.
Yeah.
That was not fun.
Very gross.
I had to
99
get on the tall boots
Yeah.
and wait for a
The,
landfill.
like 20% of the B-roll was you just filming people like spraying graffiti off the walls.
Listen, I like the aesthetic of it. It adds character.
Yeah.
Well, bedrooms look nice.
Yeah.
We can go to the lounge.
Oh yeah, I'd like to check that out. See what we have to work with, because with some windows, some doors, it's a beautiful view of the river.
Yeah, I imagine.
You guys start making your way towards the lounge then. You pass by what seems to be the water closet.
Scott's gonna point out and be like, water closet.
Why is that so funny?
I just think that calling it a water closet is
I mean, it's kind of
old fashioned.
yeah.
I was actually gonna ask, what is a water closet?
It's a bathroom.
Bathroom. Yeah.
It's an old Fashion term
Ye
for
old
bathroom.
time, a water closet.
yeah. It's a very like British term.
I
too.
really, I feel like this is gonna be dumb. Don't cut this out because I want people. I'm just
Want
kidding.
people to see my
Um,
stupidity.
No, for some reason I thought that it was like an area where pipes would go down and
The
would be,
whole
like,
room.
There's definitely
And there was,
pipes
like-
involved.
like a boiler filled with the water. I
There's
don't
so
know.
many.
I don't know. That's why I was
There's
asking.
1 boiler, 2 boiler,
Because
3
I was
boiler,
asking, like,
4.
how many boilers does this place need?
5 boilers, 6. Like, imagine, like, this is the f***ing, what's it called? Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
With like a
The
million.
giant boiler
Yeah.
room.
Goddamn
yeah.
Atlantis.
Okay, that makes sense though. Yeah.
Oh, I do have a question. Where is the cellar? Like, where is the cellar?
I think the stairs to the cellar are only available through the office.
Yeah.
Because it would be
Yeah.
like a staff only.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And with that, you guys finally reach the double doors of the lounge.
When like we get to the doors, like Harper will do like a nervous like, ta-da! She opens the doors.
Opening inside, you guys see a place that is very furnished in hardwood, all with like decorated for the experience of sitting around and enjoying a book or two. Full of dust sheets covering the bigger seats. There's a couch on one end too. There is a rug on the floor as well that unfortunately is more stained than anything. It had a beautiful pattern, but unfortunately the age did not allow it to upkeep.
Could I do a survey the area with the camera, like in the vein of like getting B-roll, but I want to do a spot. In the mind of a cameraman, I feel like he's just trying to see if there's anything noteworthy in the room that's like worth focusing on or like stands out.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Ooh, that is it's a hard success.
Nice. It's a little bit difficult at first because a great majority of the furniture is covered by the dust sheets. Even the closets, one of the big closets that you guys see, until when you guys pull out some of the dust sheets on these closets against the wall, and they are actually bookshelves. And although they have been cleared for the better part, there are still a good number of books that have been kept in this place, and the dust sheets has protected them to an extent.
Can I pull one out and like look at it?
Yeah.
The first book that you pull out is a King James Bible that was left there. Condition-wise, the pages have yellowed a little, but you cannot expect anything more from that. But the binding is still good, and it's relatively okay to use.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna like through and like, wow, this is like actually in pretty good condition. I guess the whatever was covering it,
Yeah.
actually kept it pretty well.
Yeah, very vintage.
Gosh, the sheets are great.
Also, I'm definitely liking like new books.
And these would, I think a lot of these older books would make nice for like display. You could definitely capitalize on the history of this place.
Yeah. Can I pull out can I see if there's any like history type books or like local history or?
You go a little bit through the titles of the bindings. You see a lot of almanacs, encyclopedias, fishing, hunting, camping, and outdoors guides. As people, you imagine that at least in the 70s, people were more interested in the outdoorsy activities. And then you find a section of one of the, I think there's about 3 to 4 different bookshelves. A section on one of the bookshelves that has books, but they are not titled anything.
Okay, can I pull one out and like look at it?
You pull one out, and as you open them, they are a little bit bigger than the usual books. They have paintings in it, almost like a portfolio of sorts. And some of the paintings that you page through are paintings like fish jumping on the water, or landscape here and there. And they seem to be quite pretty. The signatures on the paintings are diverse. It could have been people who have come here to paint and left it for the hotel, and they kept those paintings.
I'm gonna show it to Harper. I found these books, and so they've got like different like paintings
That's
in them.
nice.
And they seem to be from different people. But I was thinking maybe if you wanted to update some of the art, you could put some of this
That would be cool
up
to
in,
like
the
maybe find those artists and maybe
Yeah.
get some prints.
yeah that would be really
Yeah,
really cool.
they look
I'll
really
try and figure
pretty.
that out. Yeah. So after that, I'm gonna like put the book back and like feel like that's where the book is. Like put that in my beautiful brain.
You just go for one of them.
Can I take one then?
Yeah.
Because I noticed one, so I'm gonna grab another
I'll
one.
look at another one as well.
I'm gonna go with actually Ashes first. The one that you pull is another one full of Victorian style charcoal paintings. Quite pretty, of the ship, of people like fishing, and it seems to be a residential area of some sorts. By some of the architecture and decoration of it, it reminds you of Aboriginal type of dwelling. Therefore, it could be a painting of the reservation that you guys have been in contact with. And then, yeah, they are very pretty. They are something that is almost like hidden pearls. The book that Harper pulls, it's painted with some sort of oil painting. It's really good. Starts really well, portraying some of the trees on the outside, specifically one that is like a big red cedar tree. You actually even remember seeing it as you guys were coming through the river. It is just at the edge of the clearing, going east. So you guys noticed that. You might have noticed that tree just before you guys actually arrived at the hotel. And then it starts to take a weird turn, as the paintings, although very well done, they start to depict more depressing landscapes, or it would be a version of the landscape, but in a more depressed tone. Dead trees, maybe a dead animal in the background, or darker colors and more depressing tones.
Are these particular paintings done by the same artist, or
You look into the initials, and yes, since the beginning of this folio, there is the initials J.S.
maybe not this book, because it's a little depressing. I'm gonna show it.
I mean, there are many ways of artistic expression. I know nothing about art.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really want to make people depressed here.
That's a very fair point. Maybe
The beginning ones are very nice.
Yeah.
I'll let Ramirez know about all these books that are here. Maybe he can get working on tracking down the artists.
And as you finish that sentence, Harper pages to the next painting, and it turns from the realism to the surrealism, as it still tries to depict some of the landscapes from the previous paintings, but now in weird angles or in geometrical shapes. And then it starts to go a little bit more nightmarish as the red colors intensify in corners or in shadows, and it starts to become more like very like demented almost, very sharp strokes and some weird colors here and there, weird depictions, and like you don't know what was going on, but it's still initialed by the same two letters. It gets more and more different until you reach the last page.
Do I want to reach the last page?
I imagine that it is something like you didn't know when to stop.
At that point, I've probably given it to Scott.
Yeah, so Scott gets to the last page.
And the last page is blank, except for a small note on the very bottom. And that's where I will give you this handout for you to read.
What does it say?
It's a little note that's the only thing on the last page. It says, "Woe to him who ventures near. Woe to him who opens the gate, as evil shall be unleashed upon the world."
You've reached the end of this episode of Hotel Hell. Thank you so much for listening. Your support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe to us on whatever app you use to listen to podcasts, and be sure to catch the next installment of Hotel Hell, which premieres every Thursday. To connect with us, follow our social media accounts, and if you'd like to support us, you can head over to Patreon to join the conversation, view sneak peeks of our next project, and discover fantastic bonus content. Our intro score was created by Patrick Corden from Off the Beaten Path musical. This Call of Cthulhu 7th edition module we are playing, Hotel Hell, can be found in Petersen's Abominations. The module was published by Chaosium and was written by Sandy Petersen with Mike Mason. Thanks again for listening from all of us at the Storyteller's Tavern.